But I'm not talking about y'all up on my YouTube page, Because I'll be going through a lot of shit, like so much bullshit about this world and how people, people in general are just, I don't say all people, just certain people. They do got some good people in the world, but I don't know where they at. Then you got some stupid, ignorant motherfuckers too, especially stupid ass niggas and shit. I don't deal with too many of them either. And there's certain people in general that I would deal with, not too many, but my circle is small. I don't say that I hate niggas and shit like that. There's certain ones, especially the ones, because some of them did me dirty too. Very bad. They took things from me, like my girl and shit, and other things and shit like that, and it almost came to a killing at that time. Lucky it didn't, because I don't know what I would have done, and I probably would have regretted, what I mean, at that time, because I had like the rage was balling up at that time as well. That's why I was going through a lot of programs. I got kicked out of this other program called Life because the girl I was dealing with, she was just another fucking whore. Just shit. And I went the fuck off in that program. I got kicked out of there. Yeah, I went the fuck off in there because of that shit. And then the guy, he didn't want no problems. He already know what time it was, you know, and shit. I've been through a lot of programs. I've been through Bright Beginners, but I ain't got kicked. I ain't get kicked out of there. I left out of there because I wanted something different or something. That's when I got locked up for the older female at that time. I just disappeared from that program because it really hurted me very bad inside. I was really addicted to that woman, like bad. Like shit was not even pure funny. Like this shit was real. And then how the way that she used me and took advantage, like took my kindness for weakness and shit like that. All I was trying to do is try to help her. It wasn't nothing about sex, it wasn't nothing about that other shit. But she was leading me on. And that was not good. That's not a good thing to do. It kind of hurt to this day when it happened. Because it still plays in my mind over and over fucking again. You know, that's why I say, like, I don't say all though. There's certain females, but sometimes some of them is not right. Some females is not right. I ain't gonna say all of them. I'm not gonna say that I hate females in general because I never met all these females in the world, and some females is worse and some good. I just gotta find a good one, But it's hard to find them these days. But I do got respect for women. This shit, this kind of strange. Like y'all gotta understand. Like some of y'all, I know, but that shit. But some of these males, I don't say that I hate all males and stuff like that. There's certain ones, cause some did me dirty. Different colors of race of males, especially niggas. Most of them really, tick me off the edge. You know, I had a long time ago. This stupid ass shit. You know what I mean? I almost came down to killing, like in the worst way. But I stopped myself and thinking shit. Because at the end of the road, you know, they're gonna have to pay for what they did in the worst way. I just leave it up in God's hands at the end of the day. You know, and it's been a long time since I prayed, like talked to God, because He already know what's going on. And talking to His Son, the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, He already know what's going on too, and the Mother of the Grace, Virgin Mary. I got a lot of love and respect to the heart and soul towards them, like very deep though. You know, they already know that even the blood that run through my veins, you know, shit is deep to the core, to the heart, the soul, the flesh, body, mind, spirit, everything all above though. So I ain't gotta speak too much on that note. I said, please forgive me for all my sins I commit, but the Lord already knows. God already knows. So I ain't gotta say too much on that note. Very deep though. Very deep. To the heart and soul and to the spirit. You know? And sometimes I sit back and think about shit. Cause sometimes I don't like to be around people. Certain people. I went to the store today There was a lot of fucking people in the store. I don't like to be around a lot of people. I don't like to be around a lot of people. I really don't. I don't like to be around like big crowds and shit like that. And that's why I don't go to clubs. I don't go to parties like that. I never been to a party in a day of my life. The only party I went to is at the program, but I know them. They know me. That was different. But school dances and shit like that. I've been to that before in middle school. Mm, so, but shit, man. It's like I don't put these things up here just to be talking, just to be saying it. Like it really something is going on deep inside of me, or towards people in general, male and females. How they used to do me, I would never get over it because they done me bad, and it almost came to killing. I'm glad I didn't do that because it probably would have ended in a bad way, one of the worst ways that you will imagine. So I calm myself down, try to calm the stress, the anger, the pain, the frustration, the sadness, the depression, and all that shit. Because most of the time, I just isolate myself away from people because I could cause a lot of harm. I know I can. People out here don't think what type of harm I could cause. I could cause a lot of harm, a lot of damage. All this stuff that's in my mind, what's going on deep inside of me, I could cause a lot of damage. And God knows that. You know, try to prevent myself from doing that. That's why sometimes I just isolate myself away from people. I don't want to be around people. Period. But when I'm feeling a deep emotion, I don't want to be around nobody. I just fight what I'm dealing with, and I get over it. That's a lot of shit, man. And then I went. I'll try to go to the food bank today, but I should have known that shit any damn way because of the stupid ass holiday, and they're gonna be doing a lot of all that shooting and shit for firecrackers and all that shit. I never play with I don't give a fuck about the holidays. I don't give a fuck about New Year's. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I just chill the fuck out on that day, and I didn't realize that shit would close because of New Year's Eve and shit. Then tomorrow New Year's and all that bullshit. What drive my anger when I was mad when I went up there. I think I called the wrong one though. I don't know which one I called. I guess I still can't say shit. But I walked up there and I was kind of angry and rage, and I said some things to people because half people don't know me, what type of person that I am. I have a good heart, but if you take me the wrong way or push my buttons, I could be one of the evilest niggas in this fucking planet towards you, bring nightmares to you. You know what I mean? But half of y'all don't know me and what I'm capable of doing. Y'all don't know about my life, what I had to go through towards people, male and females, all this other shit. Y'all don't know what I'm capable, like what I've been through. I've been through pure hell, no bullshit. I'm still here till this day. You can see it on my face. You can see it in my eyes. I got scars all over my body because I cut myself a lot of times at that time. I got scars everywhere, like no fucking bullshit. I'm not saying that, be saying that. See, my life that's been through pure hell at that time as a kid to a teenager until now. I'm 34 years old now. You know, I've been through hell in my life. Half of y'all people don't want to know my story, what I've been through, because it's not no sunshine. It's not pretty. Ain't nothing but darkness. You know, I ain't gonna say that I'm an evil person, but y'all really don't want me to turn evil, because that's not gonna be a good thing for y'all humans. I'm telling you. I try to stay good the best way I can. I still help people out in need when they need help. You know, like I helped a lot of people that I can most I can count on my fingers. You know, um, some of them was males that I helped out, but most of them was females that I helped out, like older women too and young stuff like that. And I helped out a couple of males too at the time. You know, but I ain't gonna say names or nothing, but they know. You know, I'm not gonna say that I hate everybody. There's certain people. Certain people want to take my anger, and it's not good for them to do that. Really not good because I deal with a mental illness. You know, I, I deal with anger. I had to take anger management class before. I deal with anger. I deal with depression. That's heavy one right there, depression. I deal with anger, depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenic, all that shit, It's not good to mess with somebody like that. Really not. And I've been through a lot of bullshit in my lifetime. I got a therapist. That's my third therapist that I got now, and I got people that I could talk to if I really, or call the hotline or something, because I had a mental breakdown so many damn times. It's not even funny. Had cops call, cops talking to me and every damn thing. I had to tell them about my way, about how I really feel and things that going on with me. I get an ejection for mood swings. Yep, yep. I ain't scared to say I get ejection for mood swings because sometimes my mood change at times. I don't think I never ever been happy. I'm talking about real happy. I never been, it just most of the time it's been sadness. Then it turned into anger. Then it turned into depression. Then anxiety hits. All the minor deep emotions just hit me hard. Then my mind, well, when my mind break down into like mood swings, my mind be swimming. A lot of things be running through my mind. Things that I be thinking about or stressed about. A lot of things, I said before, things I be stressed about. My mind be racing, thinking about the future, what's gonna happen. Like, shit is not funny when you're in that mind state. You know, and shit. So sometimes, like, I don't talk to a therapist every day. Sometimes I get on these videos to express how I really feel deep down inside, you know. And some of the stuff, like, kind of hurt me if I think about the past or what happened or whatever. That's why it's hard for me to trust, too. I got trust issues very bad. That's why I say, like, I've been through a lot of shit. That's why I say I only fear God. That's the only thing I fear. No lies at all. I'm not saying to be saying that. I fear God because the higher power is the higher, like very dangerous because he's not human. He's a spirit, the higher God. And then, especially what fears me the most, like I respect this though, and I love, but what fears me the most, how the higher power of God planted a seed up into the higher power of the Mother of Grace, Virgin Mary, planted a seed right in her, and then that's how the higher power of a son of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ came through the womb. It's very deep though, man. It would never be another like that. But then shout out to Buddha too. I'll be learning about Buddha because I think he had a wife and kid. Buddha. I've been listening to his stories a lot. Buddha. How he was, and I mean, it seemed like he was a good type of character. I mean, he was real a long time ago when Christ was out. I don't know who came first, but I like how they tell the story about Buddha. I'll try to learn about that culture. Very deep though, to the heart and soul. Much respect and love. And then I ain't gotta bring up about just things that's going on like the Antichrist and Satan, devil, Lucifer, and all that other type of shit, demons and shit that you want to imagine. But I ain't gonna get on that note because that shit kind of very deep, like very too damn deep. But when I say like I love the universe though. The universe know what's going on too. So that's a big like that. The universe is dangerous, very dangerous. No human being can test the universe without what's that shit when they put on the because you can't just go to the universe this like plain like you just step in that shit because it's also going to end worse. But like one of them damn spacesuits, you gotta have a spacesuit to go in the damn universe because if they take that shit off, that's a wrap. But very dangerous too. When I talk about the universe, like when I talk about that though, it's kind of deep to the heart and soul. You know, if I ever go up there, get close to that black hole, or try to do something, I take my shit out and just damn. I don't even want to talk about that. But like I say, like a different universe. Like it's kind of like a woman, but kind of different than these women on this planet. But it probably showed me more love than ever. Like in the afterlife is a beautiful woman, but something different than these out here on this earth. I think about that shit too sometimes. And then this got the high power of God and the high power of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But I respect that man to the heart and soul. Very deep though. If I ever have the chance to talk to Christ. But he probably already know what's going on with me. I probably ain't gotta say it. Shit. Then I talk to God stuff. He probably already know too. I ain't gotta say it. Then if I talk to the mother of the Grace Virgin Mary, she probably already know too as well. I ain't gotta say it. Then even if I see Buddha, Buddha probably even know what's going on. Like, shit. That's why I ask God, all the time, forgive me for all my sins that I commit. But the Lord already know what's going on with me. He already know. I deal with a mental illness, bipolar, schizophrenic, all that stuff, mood swings, and all that shit. You know what I mean? I can't help it how the way that I'm is, and I snap out a lot. It's been a while since I really snapped and got angry. That's just a preview when I got angry today, and tonight, you know what I mean? Because I deal with anger management. I deal with that shit. I had to take class for that shit. It took a while for like somebody to really piss me off. It got to be something kind of, it's not good to piss me off. Half of y'all, like, I've been holding my anger in. I be holding that shit in. It's not good to hold it in because it could bust out very violent, like a bomb. Holding that shit in, just because sometimes I try to let stuff get to me or stuff like that, but I be holding that stuff in, and it's not pretty to hold it in. That's why it's good to me get a therapist. Sometimes it's good for me to talk on here to at least some of this out, up on YouTube or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't even put this like stuff on Facebook because they think it's a joke. It's not a joke at all. They will know if like it's not a joke. If you ain't going through this situation, it's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter either. You know, I ain't gotta say nothing too much because I was angry today. I'm still kind of angry, but it's kind of calm. It's calming down. Kind of. That's why I don't like to be around people or somebody says something like, because you never know what I'm going through. Deep down inside, I go to work, do my work, do what I got to do. If I help out a female in need, I will help her out. If it was a male, I would help them out. And now I do what I got to do. Do my work, do what I got to do. And after that, go home, like, give me something to eat and, it's hit for the day. You know, even if I do side jobs, cutting grass or doing leaves or something like that, I try to get the job done. I don't care how long it be. It could be like fucking 4 o'clock in the damn morning, still doing it. You know? Most of the time, working do calms my mind down. It feels like I'm not there when I work. It calms my mind down at times. Not to be thinking about shit. Not to be, you know. But if I'm not doing nothing, just sitting or laying down or whatever, or on my phone, depending on what I'm looking at or doing at that moment, to try to relax my body. But I ain't gonna say that I hate all women, because I got love for her too. See what she come. It's been a while since I listened to her though. Like her songs is kind of different. I mean, she kind of like a different woman. Beautiful too, and she got older. She's still beautiful. I would tell her that. I would tell her some things, some sweet things. The beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous Shonda. That lady, that woman, I got a lot of love and respect. That's all I'm gonna say on that note. But I just like to hear her voice. Her voice is very calm and it hit my soul, hit my heart, hit everything, my mind. It's been a while since I listened to her because she just hit me sometimes. The sweet, beautiful, God rest her soul, Aaliyah though. She another one. Damn, that shit. Cause she had that song "I Care for You." That's a deep song too. I can't. That song by Aaliyah, "I Care for You." That one hits me hard too. It really does. Like no bullshit. That's why sometimes I can't listen to it. It's been a while since I listened to that too. And there's certain ones though. Artists. I ain't gotta say names. Some alive and some passed on. You know, but say nothing too much. I ain't trying to make this video long. I got too much, I just, you know, the only thing I fear is God. So that's it on that note. And I just hope y'all have a blessed day that's on here. I like how the way that the other got, like, when y'all talk, like, 'cause I heard things that y'all going through, and it really hits me how the way that, very deep though, as I said, much respect and love always. There's certain ones that I deal with too. People like, this. That's why I get up on here. This like some of y'all get up, like, just talk about what's going on or whatever. Because you really don't have too much people to talk to, and then you kind of scared of talking to them because you don't know how they gonna react, the way how you feel. You know, that's how the way I am too. Kind of crazy how some of us can relate, ain't it? Kind of weird. And yeah, but I'm just saying though. I'm just gonna go ahead and go. I'm good though. I just I got a couple. I just shit, just smoke my Thailand. To try to relax my mind. 'Cause I gotta go, but this damn holiday. Wait till this shit be over with. That's all. But salute. I'm going. Bless.